Our topic today, the nutrition in GHK. Welcome to International Academy Germanische Heilkunde by Dr.Hamer, MD. My name is John Holledauer. At GHK Academy, I'm responsible for representing the original seminar program, according to Dr. Hamer, in the English language. Germanische Heilkunde applies to the diseases that arise by themselves, thus for cancer, chronic diseases, allergies, and psychosis. It does not apply to injury, poisoning, or extreme malnutrition, such as scurvy due to vitamin C deficit. What significance does nutrition have in the point of view of GHK? Nutrition is existential, because without food we will starve to death. In the tuberculous healing phase, we also pay much attention to protein-rich nutrition. We are here with the all brain control programs, lung, liver, colon, breast, because here one loses a lot of protein, which we must supply with the nutrition. Think of the consumption of pulmonary tuberculosis around the turn of the century. The poor who could not afford a protein-rich diet and could not compensate for this deficit of protein, they have died like flies. The rich were wrapped in blankets, put in the fresh air and fed with protein-rich food, and this mostly survived their lung tuberculosis. Therapeutic fasting for GHK point of view is absolutely nonsense and dangerous in such a tuberculosis healing phase. Nonsense because one thinks one can starve out cancer. One imagines cancer as a dangerous animal in the body, and if one eats less, this evil beast will starve away. This is dangerous superstition, and it can cost the patient's life. Every mother is glad when she sees her sick child is eating with appetite. No mother would refuse food to her sick child. If you want to fast, then outside these programs, and not if a special program is up and running. That can be dangerous. A few words about the meatless diet. Dr. Hamer was vegetarian because of his deep respect for life. When he had a tuberculous healing phase, he ate the white of the egg, not the yolk, but the white, and plenty of it. Of course, food can also become a drag. If, for example, you are forced to drink milk as a child and had an anger conflict with the intestine, then the milk may be stored as a drag during this conflict, this leading to a lactose intolerance with the intestine on the milk. What happens with lactose intolerance? By the drug milk, one suffers a recurrence with the colon. In the active phase, you have cell proliferation in the intestinal villi and constipation. This is also the biological sense. To digestive, indigestible anger with more digestive juices, I am forced to drink milk. Once the milk has been digested, you enter the healing phase. This now no longer needed cell plus is broken down, and you have diarrhea and intestinal colics. In other words, the milk causes a mini cancer. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how it is. No one would ever think of milk as a carcinogenic. And yet, that happens with the allergic person, at least until the milk is avoided. In such a case, you have to avoid the drag. The lactose intolerance must just avoid the milk so he does not suffer recurrences. Often, our food contains various poisons, pesticides, antibiotics, etc., and that's not healthy at all. That's self-evident. But that falls into the topic of poisoning, which GHK is not responsible for. Particularly horrible, I find this genetically modified dirt we are fed with, which is certainly not healthy, no doubt about it. The nutrition in GHK is existential. We give great importance to proper nutrition in a tuberculous healing phase. But apart from the fact that food can become a drag and can cause relapses, and that you get sick chronically, and apart from the toxins in the food, there is no diet that could protect you from cancer. How should eating cereals protect you from the fact that your partner is unfaithful to you? There is no nutritional form that could cure your cancer. Now, if your partner is unfaithful, you react, for example, with breast cancer, and think now that everything will be okay with healthy nutrition? There is also no nutritional form that could cause cancer because there are no carcinogenics. I know, that's another strong statement, and I will make a video about this topic. In conclusion and in summary, each special program always starts with the conflict shock and is not related to your diet. The nutritional preachers, they leave the psyche out, just as much as the conventional medics and most of the alternative healers. The psyche of the patient is not of interest, but everything happens there. You should eat what you like, listening a lot more to your body. He already tells you what to eat, and enjoy the food. So, study GHK. I will see you in the following video. Goodbye.
Germanische Heilkunde is considered by those who have understood its underlying principle to be the most significant discovery in the history of humanity. While conventional medicine is based on more than 5,000 hypotheses, Germanische Heilkunde can proclaim itself to be the only medicine that is scientifically verifiable. With Germanische Heilkunde, for the first time in known history of humanity, there is a medicine that can be reproduced in a strictly scientific manner, for any patient case. More than 30 different universities have already confirmed this in the past. Nevertheless, Dr. Hamer's discovery has been suppressed and denigrated for over 40 years. Take your health into your own hands and learn about Germanische Heilkunde, while you are still healthy. For this, the GHK Academy offers you an extensive collection of seminar video tutorials, from the basics, through the organ level, to the psychoses. This seminar program will change your relationship with your body and your health forever. You will find a direct link to the homepage of the GHK Academy in the description below this video.